What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Disney Plus new movie Peter Pan and Wendy. Let's rock this. I'm gonna be honest with you. By the time the end credits roll, I felt nothing. Peter Pan and Wendy did nothing for me. I've lost count on how many versions of Peter Pan stories we've seen over the years, but this has got to be the most banal, the most milquetoast, the most tiresome, and the most unimpactful of them all. Let's keep it real. Nobody was asking for Peter Pan to get reimagined for the gazillionth time. Nobody was asking for this new take. And guess what? By the time the audiences are done with this, they are never gonna remember it. I mean, Jude Law's mildly eccentric performance as Captain Hook is sort of the only thing that's kind of keeping this movie afloat, but barely, just barely. Peter Pan and Wendy proves that no amount of bells and whistles today could reignite the interest in a classic story that's been beaten to death over and over again. Based on J.M. Barrie's novel and Disney's old animated film, and directed by David Lowery, Peter Pan and Wendy is a live-action reimagining that focuses on Wendy Darling, a young girl afraid to leave her childhood home behind, who meets Peter Pan, a boy who refuses to grow up. Alongside her brothers and a tiny fairy, Tinker Bell, she travels with Peter to the magical world of Neverland. There she encounters an evil pirate captain, Captain Hook, and embarks on a thrilling and dangerous adventure that will change her life forever. Starring Jude Law, Alexander Maloney, Ever Anderson, Yara Shahidi, Molly Parker, and Alan Tudyk. Okay, here's another way to describe this film. Basically, writer-director David Lowery did for Peter Pan and Wendy what Lana Wachowski did for The Matrix Resurrections. By that I mean, Lana made Trinity be the one, with Neo now taking the back seat. Well, the same goes with this. This is pretty much a version that made Wendy be seemingly the stronger, the wiser character, the hero, despite not knowing her way around Neverland. Peter Pan is just some kid that gets schooled and lectured by Wendy. Do I have a problem with such awakenings in a story? No, I got no beef with that. But it does become problematic when the material or the script only has that objective in mind and nothing else going for it that's remotely exciting nor compelling. Look, I'm sure children and their parents and the easily amused will love this movie. And if they enjoy it, so be it. More power to them. If you ask me, the only highlight that stands out is the chasing shadow sequence. In fact, I give director David Lowery credit for taking his time with the key characters before they even get to Neverland. That whole commotion in Wendy's room is a lot more adventurous than any of the other subsequent stuff. The diversity in the cast is this movie's point of pride, although some might argue that all that they're doing here is just checking all the boxes, and they won't be wrong in arguing that. Yara Shahidi as Silent Tinkerbell is cute, but that's about it. And as for Alexander and Ever, who play Peter and Wendy respectively, they're quite alright. Adequate is how I'd put it. But again, their performances get held back by the mediocre material that simply just can't shine, despite the connection between Peter and Hook, which I think is somewhat nicely done. So yeah, overall I give Peter Pan and Wendy the rating of 2 out of 5. And please, Hollywood, hit the pause button on retelling another Peter Pan story, will ya? I could use a break for at least 10 years before we need to revisit Neverland again. So that's it. That's my review of Peter Pan and Wendy. Smash that like button, share this video with everyone you know, share your thoughts in the comment section below, and as always, subscribe. Let's rock this!